Monday. Oh man. I don't even know if my mic picked that up. Let's move all of this. Get the mic over here. And put in our headphones, man. So you can start this off. Test, test, test. Oh my gosh, I can't even. I need a new mic. Hello, test. All right. Take a sip of my water. Man. Wow. Today was an S tier setup. I'll let you guys know that. Why am I treating this like a stream? Anyway. You can see it's 7:02 Monday, September 15th. So, yeah, we had an early trade. So, pretty quick anyway. But it was an S tier setup. So, I'm not going to sit here and be like this and that. Anyway, so let's get into it. Welcome back to another trade journal entry. Today is September 15th, New York session. This is trade 31 out of 100, and we have 69 remaining. I can't wait to get to 6-7. All right, sorry. We have 1 week, or today's 1 week. We have the result of one win. Sorry, I read that as 1 week, but we do have 1 week left. Today's result was one win, one contract, and a P&L of 465. As in $465, and my RR being 1.5 per usual. All right, and then today's bias was bullish. Bullish bias formed pre-market, confirmed after a key level tap at 5:20 a.m. and structure setup during pre-bias 5 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. And then setup today was bullish SMT at 5:40 a.m. followed by bullish inverse fair value gap confirmation and a bullish fair value gap for I guess entry. No, it wouldn't really be entry because it'd have to be bullish SMT and then like a fair value gap or a block, breaker block or EQ. But we got a bullish fair value gap, and then after that we got a bullish inverse fair value gap, and then so on and so forth. So I think I wrote this a little wrong, but anywho, you guys get the point. I'll fix that after this. Creating a strong S-tier setup. Entry entered after market open on a bullish engulfing candle. Stop loss placed at invalidation. Take profit aligned with 1.5 RR. What I did well, identified a high probability S-tier setup, maintained composure and avoided overtrading, took a clean entry with disciplined risk management, recognized emerging patterns for future setups, and that's pretty much it for what I did well. What I will improve, consider extending TP in strong momentum conditions while staying disciplined. Well, this is what ChatGPT put, so that's not a bad take. Damn, the sun's coming out. That's not a bad take, but I'll think about it. Continue refining psychological discipline and composure for the rest of September. Now that is what I put, so I'm gonna take that first part out. Notes: a textbook Monday session with clear confluences aligning with bullish bias and market structure, passed on pre-market entries, executed at market open for a clean 1.5 RR win. Given upcoming rate cut news this week, staying conservative was the right choice, and I will continue to do so for the rest of this week, because this week is going to be one of the most important weeks for me, at least so far in trading. So let's go ahead and switch and let's get into it. It's going to be a quick trade journal entry. This wasn't a crazy like, oh, this and that setup. It was an S tier setup that I got, and yeah. So you can already see where I entered. So just give me a second here. Why does it say negative? I guess because on the 5-minute time frame. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway, so you see this is prep bias, and then pre-market, and then market open, and then 7 a.m., and then so on and so forth. So you can see we literally have a bullish SMT, that bullish inverse fair value gap that I was saying. I think that's on the 1-minute time frame though. Oh no, it wasn't. Wow. Okay. I need to start labeling my shit again because I'm just really lazy today, honestly. Like you guys, like I'll get into it, but I'm just really lazy today. There is a bearish inverse or bullish. Sorry, yeah. See, I'm cooked, bro. I'm fried. There's a bullish inverse for value gap here, but this wouldn't count towards like the next step after a bias, like getting my bias, which is bullish. This I would need like this, I guess, in this scenario. So either way, I just pointed this out just in case like this was like this move up was already done. But yeah, bullish for value gap. And then moving down to the 3 minute, I didn't really see much except this bullish order block, which was cool to just take note of. Moving down to the 1 minute, this is where really the magic has been happening all day today. So you can see the bullish SMT, bullish inverse fair value gap. That's way bigger on the 1 minute time frame. Bullish fair value gap and then bullish inverse fair value gap. So I took this into account. This was on the 5 minute time frame as it should be. We did get a decent retrace right here. I'll mark it out so you guys can see. Damn, I'm really off my game today, huh? Just really lazy. Anywho, and then we did get this bullish inverse fair value gap, which we did retrace past, but just almost into this 5 minute bullish fair value gap, which either way would have still sent in the same direction. And as you can see, I spotted out other types of confluences just in case, like, because right here was a little tricky. I was like, we might either get a fake out or not. But bullish SMT, spotted a bearish SMT that ended up just totally didn't even do what it usually should do. I mean, look at this bullish SMT. So yeah, anyway, yeah, then you got all this and then market open. I was marking out liquidity to see if price action would want to take those out, and it did. It was mostly relative equal highs. But yeah, so continuing forward after the bearish SMT, as you can see, I was really hesitant to just do this. So you see this would be at literally at market open with a limit order, but I wanted to see what price action would do, and with this long wick, I was kind of thinking maybe it would be a fake out. So I was prepared to just start setting up a bearish bias because then I already have this bearish SMT to go off of. And then I would just need like so on and so forth of my confluences, my setups. But after seeing the way this wick went up, breaking structure with candle closure, and I believe, no, I think that break of structure candle was just enough for me to place this entry, because at the end of the day, like, this whole section just gave me not only my bias, but it also gave me my bias confirmation, continuation of bias and whatnot, and it even gave me entry validation. But obviously I can't enter during, well, I could, but I'm not going to enter at 5:30 to 6:30 because that's not market open for New York session, and we are New York session traders. So anyway, I entered here. So just waiting for that wick to go down, and I just left this here hoping that it would enter me, and coincidentally, okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but right here it landed just literally on top of that line. So I guess I would get entered, because again, you guys know I don't take trades anymore. I don't do this. Like, I don't, because bro, I'm not fighting a fucking system at this point, bro. Like, I'm good off that. It's too frustrating to deal with. Like, anyway, anywho, we did get a bullish for value gap, as you can see, after this candle, I guess, closed. I did mark it out, but yeah, bearish SMT, bullish SMT, it's a wider range. But yeah, you can see I won. This was a $465 win. Nothing crazy. I set my SL to this bottom fair value gap because I don't think this had form yet. So I really just had to kind of wing it. So I was like, where do I place my TP? So I just set my SL of where I wanted like to basically get out if price action started being weird. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just basically move my TP to, 1.5 instead of like totally guessing it. Got a little scared on this move down, especially this wick passing my entry execution spot. But the move up was pretty good. I mean, I was just on TikTok the whole time after I entered. I'm really lazy today. I'm really tired. I got a lot of sleep debt, so I'm trying to figure that out though. Anyway, oh, that's where it is. I was like, where did it go? So anyway, as you can see, we've continued to move up. I think around 7 a.m. since it's now 7:10, but since I have delayed time or delayed chart data, what is that? Oops. All's well. Market is open. It'll close in 6 hours and 57 minutes. Anyway, I think I don't know. We are going pretty look. This is just on one day. We're at an all-time high. I don't know. I can't really tell, but with what I'm seeing, how it moved or how it's set up during pre-market and how it's acting now during after market open, I'm pretty sure it'll continue upwards for a little bit. Maybe take out this wick high, and then maybe around this area it'll start moving downwards. Who knows? But we might consolidate for a bit because the wicks are starting to get longer than they need to. Yeah. Okay. If this sweeps lows, especially this one, then we're just getting another bullish SMT, and it'll just continue upward. But it looks like that's what it's trying to do. But maybe not. Who knows? Oh damn, we did get a bullish order block here. Anyway, that's none of my business anymore. I don't care. I got my win. I'm happy. So let me just close this out then, since there's nothing to look at anymore. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh my god, man. I'm tired, guys. Like, I got restless sleep, I can't sleep for jack, bro. Like, I keep waking up like every 3 hours. I got too much on my mind. And then when I do sleep, it's either I get like 3 to 4 or 5 hours of sleep, or I wake up during longer sleep sessions. So if I try to get like 6 or 8 hours of sleep, I'm like waking up during those times, and it's so annoying. But I have been chugging these. No, especially these. Like, you hear how more dense this sounds? So just putting that into perspective. Anyway, damn, why does my back hurt? Alright, I'm sorry, I'm stalling too much. I'm just really lazy today. I woke up at 5 a.m. Yeah, my sleep schedule has totally restarted. It seems like my body's like trying to readjust itself to like a normal human schedule, where you sleep at night, wake up in the morning and shit. And I don't know why, but my body seems like it wants to do that. I don't know, but oh yeah, you can see my fish. I finally got my fish in the tank, so it's not just a planted empty tank. So I'm letting them readjust. Life's great. Anyway, nothing much to update. It is the 3rd week of September, so although we had our first loss so far, I am, especially this week, I'm going to try to be a little bit more diligent and vigilant with my trades. Like as you can see with today, I could have kept going. If anything, I could have gone for a higher trade setup, or just more profits, basically a higher RR. But there's no point in doing that if, again, this is an assessment for a combine test, and of course you need to make a profit target, but as you can see, we're 3 weeks in and our account balance is like 56,000. So we would have been well over past, if anything, we would have passed 2 combines by now, if we wanted to. But I'm just, being risk management, of course. Anyway, this week is a very important week, in my opinion, at least from what I know, rate cuts and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay composed, and I got a lot of things to do this week, from getting the title on my car done, fucking worrying about this, work as well, sleeping schedule, stress, all that. And I'm not trying to sit here and complain to y'all, but if I do seem a little off, if videos are a little shorter or longer than usual, then just, I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Life is what it is, and you just gotta continue. Easy win for today, though, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace out.